Hey guys, Fujitoast here from AngryBirdsNest.com. Today I want to show you guys how to transfer your progress between iOS devices. By that I mean the iPhone, iPad, iPod Touch, and even your Mac. You can sync your three-star scores, your scores themselves, and of course the progress throughout the game. So what I'm going to do is guide you through that a little bit, and let's just get started. The first thing you're going to want to do is go to your iTunes, have both your devices connected, and you're just going to want to sync them. What we're doing here is just making sure that anything that could possibly go wrong, any scores going missing or anything like that, can simply be recovered with a restore. This is to protect yourself and to protect all of your scores and that sort of thing. Things go wrong, it's unlikely, but I just wanted to make that known and save yourself, So go ahead and sync each device. I'm not going to sync right now just because this isn't actually my home computer, so I'm not going to do it right now, but go ahead and do that. And while that's going, what we're going to do is go to your favorite browser, and the program we're going to use is called iPhone Explorer. That's a free basically free way to get into the back end of your iOS device. That's right at the top here, iPhone Explorer. It's by a company called MacroPlant. There is actually another way of doing this on the Mac. It's called Phone View. I'll show you guys that a little bit later, but this is the free one, so I figured it would work best for you. It works on both Mac and PC. As you guys can see, they've got a PC version as well as the Mac version. So go ahead and download the Mac version, since that's what I'm on right here. And we're going to get that installed while your devices are syncing. So go ahead and open that up. It's going to be in my downloads folder right here. I've got it right here. Go ahead and unzip it. Alright, and you could go ahead and use it directly out of the downloads folder. I wouldn't recommend it. I'd recommend going ahead and throwing it into your applications folder. I'm not going to throw it in there right now because I already have it installed. But after that's done, you can exit out of everything and go back and check your progress. Depending on how much, when your last sync was, this might take you a little while. But for the sake of this video, I'm just going to go ahead and speed it up. After they're done, go ahead and eject both of your devices and then close out of iTunes. Okay. And now you can just reconnect all of your devices. So I'm going to reconnect my iPod here, or actually my iPhone, and my iPad as well. And after you have both of them connected, go ahead and open up your iPhone Explorer. Alright, both of them popped up. So, as you can see, I've got both my iPhone and my iPad. Now, a little bit of prep work before you start transferring files. One thing that I do to try to keep everything organized, considering that's kind of half the battle on this whole thing, is making sure you're transferring the correct files onto the correct device. If you get them swapped up, that's where you could run into problems. So organization is key. So I have an iPhone folder here and an iPad folder. Basically, the iPhone is going to be my source device, and the iPad is going to be my destination device. I've got original, Rio, and seasons here. I'm just going to show you how to do one of them, but just let it be known that this can be done for all of them, including actually the free and light versions. So we'll go ahead and actually close the iPad one for now, because we're just going to be focusing on the iPhone for the time being. So go ahead and go back to your iPhone Explorer, and then open up Apps. There we go. Sometimes it might take a sec. As you can see, it's a little hard to find exactly what you need, and even when you do find an Angry Birds, let's see, here's one right here. You would think it would be Angry Birds Original, but it is probably not. Yep, actually this is the real one. So if you're going to do this frequently, you may want to set up a bookmark on it. I've actually already done that to make it a little bit quicker for video's sake. So if you go to your bookmarks and then click on Angry Birds, so you can see there's Angry Birds Halloween, that's the seasons right there, and Angry Birds Rio. So go ahead and double click and you can go to that directory. There we are down here. And the two files that you're going to need are LUA files. They're going to be hidden within your Documents folder. And they are right here. We can ignore the crystal one. That one's really only needed for the crystal community thing. I'm not exactly even sure. I don't even use it anymore, to be completely honest, now that Game Center came out. But I use but we need the high scores file as well as the settings file. So highlight both of those and drag those into your AB original. So you've got both of the two required files. Alright, now what we're going to do is actually go back and open up, there we go, open up your iPad. This is where we're going to back up what you have on your iPad. Just in case things go wrong, it's good to have the original files from both devices. So I'm going to go to my iPad here. You're going to want to go to the same place. You got your apps. And actually, I did not create a bookmark for this, so actually I'll show you how to do that after I find it here real quick. There's a whole bunch of Angry Birds. There's Rio HD. Oh boy. Here we go. Angry Birds iPad. So that is the HD version of it. Now I can show you how to make a bookmark real quick. You just go ahead and click on it, and click on Bookmark, and just say Add Current Directory. And that name is just fine. So here we go. We've got that one right here. So you can save that for next time, or have easier access next time. So go ahead and go back to your Documents folder. Find the two LUA files that you need. You've got high scores and you've got settings. And drag that into your backup on the iPad into AB Original. Go ahead and make sure they're there, and sure enough they are. Okay. So now what we're going to be doing is replacing those two files that you just backed up. So you're going to go from your iPhone folder, you're going to grab those two folders, or those two files, sorry, and drag them into the Documents folder on your iPad. So it's going to ask you if you want to overwrite them. You're going to say OK. And there you have it. So if you're going to be doing multiple backups, you can go ahead and do them all at once. It doesn't really matter. You don't have to restart the device between each one or anything like that. So you can go ahead and close your iPhone, and actually you can even close the whole iPhone Explorer, and that's when you can disconnect your device and see if it worked for you. Now let me also say that it's also really good to be doing this even for just backups of your files. You never know when something could go wrong, when something could go corrupt, even a backup in your iTunes could go bad or something like that. Things could go wrong. It's nice to have this progress saved, especially for many of us that have been playing since the game's beginning. I know I myself, I back up 1 to 2 times a month at a minimum. I back up especially right after a new release has come out. So it's just good to have that stuff available. And since I've got you guys here real quick, I wanted to show you guys my preferred way of actually doing my transferring. This one isn't free, but it's called Phone View. As you can see, I've got my iPhone connected down here, and my iPad should be showing up here. Looks like it's not for some reason. I may have to disconnect it. Actually, that's the exact problem. I'm going to reconnect it here real quick. There we go. So you can switch between them. But it's a little bit easier to use. As you can see, you've got apps right here, and it's all organized a little bit more cleanly. So you can see I've got seasons, free, actually I think that's free seasons, Rio, original, light, etc. You've got all kinds of them. This can also be used for other games as well. I don't want to get into a whole lot, but I know there's a few games, Super Stickman Golf, you can transfer the files over. I believe Cut the Rope you can as well. So there's a few games out there that you can. Not all of them will use LUA files. Let's Cut the Rope real quick. Here we go. Cut the Rope does not use the same type of file. I believe it is in Library Preferences, and it is this this playlist file. I believe this one right here, and you can transfer that onto other devices as well. It's not quite as clean as Angry Birds is. You'll end up missing a few things here and there, but at least you'll have your progress. So that's about it. I should probably add a disclaimer that if anything does go wrong on your device, sorry, we can't be held responsible for it. But we at least wanted to bring it to your attention and show you guys how to do it, and at least make things a little bit easier until the sync feature hopefully comes out. I know Rovio has talked about it in the past, and we're all crossing our fingers that it comes out soon. But in the meantime, go ahead and get your devices together, sync them up, and enjoy Angry Birds. If you guys have any questions, please let us know in the comments section, and we'll do our best to help out any way we can. Alright, thanks a lot guys. Have a good night.